Hi, good morning. I'm live and I've come to talk to you today. I just want to record some things that are very important. I'm natural today. This is the real me. I'm fully transparent on this channel about my struggles with obesity and things that go along with weight loss, right? So I m- I'm battling the food beast. The food beast has come back 100%. My Lapband was unfilled for in 2016 when I had H. pylori, and I had to have unfilled because of I was tight, I was PBing, I was throwing up all the time, whatever you want to call it, and I was having a lot of struggles with that. And I think at the time, I think I was almost filled up, to the top. And I've been living that way for quite a couple years, to be honest with you. The main reason why I did that was because I wanted restriction and I didn't want to get fat again because I knew that if I reduced the liquid in my band, the fat girl would come back. So I spent about, to be fully transparent, about 3 years throwing up, PBN as we call it. We don't vomit our food, we vomit slime, chyme, foamies, gastric juices, whatever you want to call it. So I did that for about 3 years. And then it started affecting me metabolically. I started to swell. And you can go back on my videos. It's fully transparent. Um, and I got lymphedema, and I got hurt on my bike, and I jacked my elbow up with 11 sutures, and my what do you call it? Hernia came back. I had a hernia inside my stomach. I have severe GERD. I lost my job in 2017. I got laid off, and I'm not working now, and I'm broke, and I don't want to go back to work. I have all these issues going on in my head, and now I find out I have a family crisis. My sister, who's 60, going to be 68 years old, she has Alzheimer's. And my mother was a second generation. My grandmother had it. Her great uncle, two of her uncles, they had all these neurological issues. My mother had Alzheimer's. My mother died with a complication of Alzheimer's. She had about a 5-year illness of that and died with a complication of Alzheimer's. She had bilateral pneumonia, and she had a sacrum sore, which is in the back of her uh, coccyx bone. When you lose a lot of weight, you lose all your gluteus maximus, and you tend to your nutrition goes down. There's a lot of things associated with Alzheimer's, dementia, whatever, cognitive disabilities. You can look that up. I don't want to reiterate that. But anyway, so my sister, yesterday I got the bad news. Now, you know, we know our families, right? And that's all I want to say there. And I know my sister very well. Of course, we had a family disagreement in 2016, and sort of that we were on speaking terms for my sister, my daughter, uh, and I disparted from my family because of negativity and um, just because they weren't on my path. They didn't want to hear about my weight loss. They didn't want to hear about my exercise. They didn't want to hear about my personal achievements on how I was changing my life for the better, right? So, if people are not on your side, or if they're not supporting you, you just gotta eliminate them, right? Or you know, step back and do you, man, do you. So that's what I had to do. I had to do me, because this is all about health for me. I'm 57 years old. I'm going to be 58. Long are the days that I was sexy, right? I'm not sexy anymore. I'm a middle-aged woman. I'm post-menopause. You know, there could the ship the ship in the human body can go down real quick, as I see with a lot of people my age. And I just don't want to go there. I just don't want to go there. I've been in healthcare since 1987. Believe me, I've seen a lot of things, And, when you're young, when you're 30 years old, I think I was 28 when I entered healthcare. Now I'm going to be 58, right? And June 2017, I got laid off. 9 years of my career, my healthcare career, and I've done a lot of different things in healthcare. Was the last 9 years I was a researcher in interventional cardiology. Wasn't anybody important, okay? Nobody important. I was just a little fish in the sea, um, little fish in the pond, whatever you want to call it. Nobody important. But my team, there were three of us, of my direct team, our job was transferred into another team, and the three of us got laid off. It was a shock. So I guess you could say, honestly, I was in a depression, and I'm coming out of the depression. Um, I have no insurance, and I don't believe in so-called traditional medication long term for mental illness. Um, I believe working on your mental illness in here and in here, and just self examination of what you're doing and how you can make yourself better. So that's a story. And so then I get whammied yesterday about my sister, which I'm really upset about because it hits close to home. And one of my family members said, "It's not about you. It's not about you." Well, fuck yeah, it's about me because she is my biological sister. And genetics, and if you know anything about Alzheimer's, it's directly linked. It's genetically linked. The APO4, the tau, I've been researching it with Alzheimer's since my mother had it. My mother passed away in 1998. Unfortunately, at that time, she was on an investigational drug, which called Aricept, was not on the market. It was not administered by the FDA. After that, she passed away. I think it was like 5 years later. The Aricept became available on the market. But my mother was one of those people who was in one of the double-blind studies for clinical trials for Aricept. Now they have made a couple other medications. My sister's on Namenda. And that concerns me. It concerns me. So what I'm going to do, and I'm jumping on the horse, the no sugar horse, because that's the first thing. That's My mother ate a lot of, they call Alzheimer's diabetes 3 in the brain. And my mother was very addicted to ice cream in the end. Before she started really cognitive declining, she started eating like 2 gallons of ice cream like a week. And my sister was doing the same thing. And the alarm went off when I heard that. And that was about 6 months ago. She's been starting that. And the patterns seem very close to my mother when she had the illness, to my grandmother, and now my sister's following the same pattern. Yeah, it really concerns me. So, you know, I'm on time to buckle down again because I have a tendency to have a sweet tooth. Yes, I am. That's my culprit. And I've been eating a lot of bread lately within the last year, because I'm going to be fully transparent. I'm up 15 pounds from my lowest of 147. And I don't like to feel this way because I have a little body, right? I'm a little person. I used to be 5'4". Through the years, I've shrunken. I'm only 5'2.5", 5'3", whoever measures me. And I'm pear shaped. I used to be the beautiful hourglass shape, right? When I was in my 20s. I'm post-menopause. I can never go back there. I can never be the sexy babe that I was when I was 25. No way, no way. And besides, I don't want to be a sexy babe because I live in a community, a 55 and over community. I want to have friends. I want to have friends with people, with ladies. I'm very social. I like to have friends. I like to meet people. I don't want anybody being jealous because they feel that I'm one upping them, so to speak, as in the looks or body or jewelry or anything like that. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to be some sexy hussy or some sexy babe. I want to dress age appropriate, number one. And I want friends. I want friends. Ride. I don't want any, because women can be catty and they can be very jealous if you look better than them. True fact, true fact. And if they tell you no, they're lying. And so, it's not all about sexy anymore. This is all about health. When I got my lap band in 2012, this was about health. So my lowest was 147. I lost 80% of my weight. I was success for my doctor. They were very pleased, and I had my unfilled Lapband in 2016. The tool only worked for me metabolically 3 months out. The Lapband is not even put in anymore. They found that it's ineffective for weight loss. And if you look back on my videos, my truth, my truth. Okay. So, and I haven't been absolutely perfect, but let me tell you, if anybody has fought the obesity, that food beast, I've been fighting ever since 2012. Yeah. I had my lap band placed in September of 2012, September, October, November, December, January of 2013. Yeah. Yeah, I found out. Holy shit. I just paid $7,000 for a fucking tool that doesn't even work because I had to pay out of pocket because my insurance only paid a part of it. So I'm working in some things in 2018. I was a triathlete. I did extensive exercise for a couple of years. I can't do that anymore. I hurt my leg in a triathlon. I have swelling issues. My legs hurt. My elbow hurts. I hurt my elbow. So the things that I'm focusing on in 2019, I'm focusing on yoga, which is strength. I'm working on like a Pilates move for maybe weightlifting, light weightlifting, sort of like that kind of thing. Cycle, if you can see, I don't know if you can see my indoor cycle. There it is. I found that out in the trash. I do cycle outside, which I enjoy. And I do a lot of walking now. I used to do a lot of running. I can't do that anymore. My knees are swelling. So some good days I do some light jogging. Like yesterday, I did 2 workouts on the pavement. But I try to get at least between 10 and 20,000 steps a day with some kind of movement. So I do OMAD, I do fasting, low carb, but I will tell you that bread, and when I say bread, I say I've been eating Ezekiel bread and a sprouted bread from Aldi, which is organic sprouted bread. And I've been eating like 2 slices a day, and that puts the weight on me. I am gluten sensitive. I have, and I've learned this all through my journey, right? Some people can eat carbs. I live with a husband. Last night he wanted to eat pizza. I said, "You can eat pizza." I said, "But I'm not because it makes me fat." Okay, even if it's thin crust, I can make it with a cauliflower crust, but traditional crust, no way. So what did I have? I had salmon and I had cabbage. I love that. I'm in a cabbage, eggs, and salmon kick. That's going to be, that's going to be my thing. And then to turkey, ground turkey. Believe it or not, I still PB even with an unfilled Lapband. Yes. So I'm going to be showing you some workouts in the next couple weeks, what I'm doing and what I'm showing you. But I wanted to give you a body shot because I wanted to show you where I'm starting off at. I will say that I have lost muscle mass. I have a lot of skin sagging because I never had any plastic surgery. I never had any liposuction, nothing. I'm postmenopause. I'm losing estrogen as we speak. My hormones have been fucked up since I was in my late 30s. I can't get any straight answers from any medical doctors. I can't go to any doctors because I have no health insurance, and I'm very anti medications. Okay, I use natural remedies. I've been doing a lot of reading on natural health, natural herbals, vitamins, exercise, movement, meditation, things like that. Things like that. So anyway, I want to give you a body shot. Now, I'm built, like I said, I'm 5'2.5". I used to be 5'4", so I guess I'm losing bone in my spine and my body. I'm built like my mother. I'm body heavy, bottom heavy. When I was at my highest weight, I was 215, about 215 pounds. I lost 10% of it when I had weight loss surgery on my 6 month uh, 6 month supervising, going to the nutritionist, going to the doctors, getting weighed weekly or bi-weekly. I forget that what it is. I lost a total of 10%. I had to lose that for my weight loss for my lap band, which was placed 9 months after I started in January. So my starting weight when I had my lap band was 200 pounds. Um, and my BMI was 37 when I started. So my lowest was 147. That was 13 months out. I had a fat percentage of 15%. And I had a BMI, I think, of 24, I think, but it was normal. So now I don't usually, I go by weight, I go by my measurements, and I go by how my clothes fit and how my body looks. And just by looking at my body, I can tell that I'm up because the first place that it goes is in my butt and my legs. They get thick. Thick doesn't look good in me. I don't like thickness. Some people, hey, if you like thickness, you like a big booty, hey, more power to you, honey. But the things that I want to do, it weighs me. The big caboose, I can't get it rolling. Okay, can't get the big caboose rolling. So, and the last thing to get big is my boobs and my upper body. I lose it in my face first, my breasts. I can't spot reduce, but it when I lose weight, I get lean from the top down, and the last I have to work really hard to get the booty off because the booty wants to stay. That's my genetics, unfortunately. Doesn't matter how I exercise, how I eat, I'm just that way. And my daughter's shaped the same way too. I'm shaped like my mother. Now, my mother's side is all Germans, tall and big bone, and my father's side was all short Italians. So I'm going to show you a body shot, and I'm fully transparent. So I want to do this for my recording because I'm going to start doing weights and I'm start to improve my body tonicity to get some more muscle. And I want to document this to see how I'm improving. So I'm going to do it once a month. Okay. So here's me. Now, if you can see, this is my breasts. I don't have a lot of sagging. If I took my bra off, I have very nice, small, round breasts. I've had 3 children, 1 live birth. I gained 30 pounds in pregnancy. I had a 9-pound, 6-ounce baby. So you can see that the fat has accumulated a little bit on my arms, on my legs here. This is what I hate. Uh, on my stomach. Now, this is a mommy belly. When I was down to 147, this was flat. Okay, this was totally flat, and now it's come back. And when I was heavier, when I was 210, so yeah, so I can never probably reduce that without a tummy tuck. If I had a tummy tuck, if I had $20,000, Sure, I could get that off. No problem. Now, my booty, as you can see, I have a lot of muscle in my booty, but it's covered with fat. So I'm going to get rid of that. So as you can see, I could squeeze it. I want to tone up these arms because they're looking a little flabby. And the stomach, I can tone that up a little bit because that usually comes in. I usually have a little more indentation. There's not much I can do with that because I am post-menopause and I haven't had a tummy tuck. If I had a tummy tuck, I probably could have some liposuction in my arms. My back fat, I can't, it's coming out a little bit. So I'm documenting this. Next month, I'm going to take measurements. But, so, I mean, my butt is round. I have a lot of muscle, but it needs to be firmed up. So I don't like this part. This needs to be taken away. And this, I don't like this right here. This needs to be firmed up. So I can firm it up. I have a lot of weights, as you can see. You can see here, down here, I have weights here. I have a whole gym here in my home. I have weights. And I'll be doing some exercises here to show you. Now, the one exercises that I'm starting is, as you can see, it's an exercise where you have my red infrared lamp here. It's to help your butt. What you do is you take a weight, any kind of weight. This is 10 pounds. You take the weight and you do this. Probably need somebody to help you. You can start off on a lower area. I do yoga by TV. I do a lot of videos by TV. So you put this on your, and you do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The higher you go, it hits under here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Then you turn around after you do work up to 3 sets of that. Then you turn around. Okay? And you do these donkey kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after you do that, then you do it straight leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now after that, you want to do side kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives your whole butt, side, back, and bottom. So that's the whole mix of your gluteus maximus. Now, my lap band is right there. I don't know if you can see that. See it? So I had a 9-pound, 6-ounce baby, but I don't have any stretch marks. As a matter of fact, you can't even see where I had surgery. My are non-existent. I don't even have any marks. But I'm 6 years out, right? So, yeah. So, and then I'm doing squats. I'm going to do squats. 2, 3, 4. With weights. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you want to do with the hands. And there's professional videos that you can watch on YouTube. Professional videos from real weightlifters or real exercise people. I forget. I have a lot of them on my playlist if you look. But yeah, with weights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, this is to get the back. 1, 2. And the reason why I'm doing this is because as you age, as a woman ages, we tend to lose muscle mass. And especially when we go on this weight loss. The first year, 2 years, I didn't do much exercise on my abdominals. So, no, I didn't, because I didn't want to flip my Lapband port. So, yeah, so I'm going to work on this chicken skin underneath here, getting that toned up, and my back. I don't know, I can't see my back, if I have any flab. I can't see if I have any back flab. This is kind of tight, this sports bra. See, these are yoga pants. They don't have any compression in at all, so this is the real deal. So anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again. Bye.